Well, we've been off on a little bit of a trip and it's time to do some equipment maintenance, so I thought I'd show you the kind of things that we do. I lost a foot from my tripod, so it was dusty and sandy and gritty where we were, so the first thing I'm going to do is it's really not all that bad, but I like to use a little bit of a brush to clean the legs so they keep moving nice and smooth, especially the bottom section where it gets close to the sand. So we're going to clean that. Now, once before I lost a foot for this, and I ordered one and I put it on, and then I lost another one, and wow. So I ordered 3 feet and they came in this tiny little package here, and I opened it up and looked in there and looked and looked, and I managed to find the 3 feet here. So we'll just open these up. I'm going to replace all 3 of them because I figure what happens is they get old and loose, and then they can fall off easily. So if I have 3 new ones on there, I'll save 2 for the 2 that are left over here for spares. They go on real easy. It's a slick tripod, so I got in touch with the manufacturer. Whatever tripod you happen to be using, just get in touch with the manufacturer and see what parts you need. They'll send you a parts diagram. If you need some screws to get the head working properly, whatever it takes, they'll send you the pieces, and you'll be able to get everything working just fine. Wow, this one sure doesn't want to come off. Maybe that's the new one that I put on earlier. Now I'm going to put this on. There you go. So that's 3 brand new feet right on there. They're on nice and snug. So that's one item taken care of. Here's the spare feet, and that whole little scenario cost me $22.20 Canadian. Not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just save these spare feet like I said, and the next time and you know, you're paying mostly for shipping, so if you need a part you might as well buy an extra one. Now, another thing's fairly simple is my flashlight got kind of dim on the road, so best thing to do there is just put in 3 of the copper tops there. Got them right here. Get these at Costco at a fairly reasonable price. They're still pretty expensive. You'd think they were gold top instead of copper tops, but anyway, it's better to use good batteries. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Somehow they seem to get dirty on the ends, and that seems to slow them down. Okay, so that's the tripod and the flashlight taken care of. Now, on another note, when I'm on the road in the van or in the car, I bring these black web batteries with us, and this is the charger. When I was in the desert, a lot of the guys with mirrorless cameras were having dead batteries all the time, so I figure you're better to have one of these, or 2, better yet, have these with you fully charged, and a charger like this in your camera bag, and you can keep your batteries up all the while when you're on the road. And of course, when you're at home, you got these little magic things in the wall that you can just plug into and get an endless supply of power. So that's what I do when we're at home. I charge these up, charge the camera batteries up, put new batteries in my flashlight, everything like that. Now then, I'm going to get onto the camera bag, because the worst thing for cameras is dust, you know? Sand, I should say, not just dust. I put a lot of miles on this camera bag, let me tell you. I backpacked across Ireland with this, had a lot of fun. Before we open it up, let's take care of any sand and grit or anything that's on the outside of it. It's not all that bad really, because I keep it clean as best I can when I'm on the road. Unfortunately, my dog likes to use this for a pillow, and my cat likes to sleep on it. They think it's pretty important. Here's one of my spare batteries right here, and these batteries, they fit right in this little charger here, and charge them up on the road. So pull out all the batteries and everything out of here. There's my little passport for making sure you get the right colors when you're making pictures on the road or on a commercial job. Okay, so this is pretty clean. Now in here, no, there's none in there. Okay. Okay, so that's empty. Now we'll just open this up. I always keep the lenses safely in here. I like to keep the lens caps on them all the time. This is something that I use a lot, these Zeiss lens wipes. They're sealed, and I use a little cosmetic brush, like a little makeup brush here. I actually found this one on the road one time, but I use this little thing here. First thing I'll do is, you can buy an expensive rocket brush or something like this, but I found these little, make sure you don't have any ketchup or mustard in there, and then just blow the dust off like that. Take a real good look at it, and then anything that's on there, knock it off with the brush. And if there's any droplets or anything, then you're going to have to use one of these little wipes with the alcohol solution or whatever it is in there. But I like to keep the lenses really nice and clean. I mean, you take care of your equipment and your equipment will take care of you. And you don't have the lens caps off any more than you absolutely have to. You know, everything looks really good. Very clean, really. Yeah, a little dust on that one. So we'll knock all the dust off there. Then, now this lens I know has got some little spots of things on it. So what I want to do with that, I'm going to get some distilled water. I'm going to get this cloth here, and I'm going to just dampen that with distilled water, and I'm going to wipe the lens down with that as well. Now, this is Olympus gear, so it's weatherproof or weather sealed or whatever you want to think, but you don't want to soak it down anyway. Just wipe off any yucky stuff that happened to get on there. Just wipe it down a little wee bit. And then what I'm going to do is set everything out on this bubble wrap over here. I'm just going to set my gear out here. I'll vacuum out the case and put everything back in there nice and neatly. That's gonna, the best thing, if you want your equipment to last forever, get a big velvet cushion and just put your equipment on that cushion in your living room, and you can sit there and look at it. But if you're going to take the gear out and use it and actually make photographs with it and have more fun, well, then you're going to need to realize it's not going to last forever. First thing I'm going to do is take this and shake it out. Pretty good. There, that's pretty good. So now we'll be able to put the equipment back in there, and it'll be safe. I usually keep a couple flashes with me just in case we need some available light. I make sure that I've got some light available right in my camera bag. And put in this lens in here, this lens in here, and this lens in here. And this we'll just put right in here. Feel a lot better now that I cleaned out my camera bag. That's just great. Dirt's always trying to get back in right away. Okay, so oh, my mistake. This goes here, and this and that go there. And we close this. And put this in here where that belongs in case I need to clean the lens on the way. These go in here. And that's pretty well how I travel. Aha, an extra battery. There you go. This is a pretty nice pack. It's Low Pro. I've had it for many years. Low Pro has been very good to me over the years. I highly recommend the Low Pro camera bag. You're gonna love it. So there we've got that. And my little baby slick tripod with the new feet. I'm so happy about that. I was so sad when I lost the foot again, but you know, $20 to restore the function of a little titanium tripod like this is well worth it. Now, you can put the tripod right on here. It gets heavy though. I mean, if you've got a laptop in here with all the gear I've got in there, it really adds up. But it's nice to have your tripod with you in case you need it. So there it is. It's all ready to go right on my back. We'll just set that out of the way now, and I want to talk to you about something else. That's all. I'd heard about these for photographing birds and things. So this one here was the cheapest one I could find. What is it? It's a newer. It was like $57. It's not too bad. Do it like this and like that. Now if you're using the Olympus 300mm lens, this fits right in here. It's an Arca Swiss foot, and it'll just fit right in there. You can just tighten it down, loosen it off, and the camera will, you have to set it up just right, but the camera will stay right where you put it. Put it like there, and it's going to stay right there. I think we have to raise this up a little bit to balance. Okay, so the camera will stay where you put it when you have the, once this position is right, and there's numbers on there so you can calibrate it for your use. Yeah, it's working right fine now, I think. Yeah. So you have like free motion like that. And that seems pretty good, but you know, I was using that for a while. One thing, I can't use my glasses with this camera. I can't wear my Oakleys when I'm shooting with this camera. So what I found that works better for me, and it might work well for you or it might not. Maybe you'll like using the gimbal. Maybe you'll like having a better gimbal. But bowmen, like archers, they have a way of aiming where they, as soon as the boom, they let the arrow go. And what I found with using muscle memory, if I see the bird up there, if I'm looking for a bird, I see the bird up there, I keep both eyes open and I just swing the camera up like that. And you'll find, once you practice keeping both eyes open and you just swing the camera up to position, your bird's going to be right in the middle of the frame and you'll get them in your focus. Boom. Now for a couple $100 you can get a red dot eyesight. I'm thinking about that, but I've been practicing this muscle memory thing and it seems to work pretty good for me. So you just spot the bird, spot the target, Sometimes even a little toad or something a long ways away is kind of hard to find, because when you're using this, it's like 600 millimeters. That's like a 1200 millimeter on a full frame. That's a really long lens. So you just swing it up and you should have them right in your sights. Just boom like that and away you go. So anyway, thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. I hope you might have got an idea or two how to maintain your equipment, and just get out there and take lots of pictures, have lots of fun. Thanks for visiting Bella's Vistas. Come on back again real soon.